Okay, good afternoon, all of you. I am Dr. Mahesh Panjwani. I will be telling you some information about the subject social ethics in information technology. This subject deals with the fourth semester of computer technology department. Going further, we will study about why this subject is required and what is the importance of this subject. Ethics are the basic moral correct behavior which we should follow, and ethics are nothing but the moral rules of guidance governed by organizations, and these are the moral values which a person should follow in its behavior. So, social ethics and information technology provide the students the knowledge regarding the ethics for IT professionals and the IT users. Ethics is about the correct behavior, what is morally right, what is wrong, what is right. We should check it and then take the right decision. Behaving ethically is regarded as a good practice because whenever we go to an organization, the organization watches how we behave, how we take the decisions, and what are the good ethics in us. So, ethical manners are nothing but taking the right decision. Ethical decision is one that is legal and that meets the standards of the community, because we human beings live in a community. We are watched by each and every person in our community. Whenever we take a decision, the people follow us, the people notice that what we have done. If we have done good, they will praise us that the person has done good. If we will follow some wrong or do some wrong, they will read us or check us that the person has done wrong, we should not do it. So we should follow ethical behaviors and the manners which are taught by us by some of our like guardians, like our schools, our teachers, those who have taught us what is the ethical behavior, what is correct, what is right. That's it. Okay. An ethical decision is the one that is both legal and meets ethical standards. So whenever I see or whenever I say that the ethical decision is the correct decision, it indicates that it should be the legal decision. Ethical decision is a legal decision which can be, you can say that it can be challenged in the court. You can challenge that decision in the court. If we are right, we have no fear. Okay, you will face that decision happily. But if you are wrong, a fear will happen in your heart and you will say that I have done wrong. Okay, so we should also always follow the ethical behavior and ethical manner. If we are either a student or we are living in a community or we are like living in how we are living in our house and in a particular organization. Okay, so getting further, the objectives of this subject. The subject is social ethics in information technology. So in this slide, there are objectives given over there. Each society forms a set of rules that establishes the boundaries of generally accepted behavior. So, if we are saying about a community, if we are saying about a organization, that organization forms ethical rules. Some rules should be followed in that particular organization, and we keep on trying to match that rules, because if we don't follow the rules, the company will say us that you are not doing correct decision, you are not taking correct decision, and you are not doing right things. So to take a correct decision, we have to judge whether it is right or whether it is wrong. If it is wrong, we should avoid that. These rules are often expressed in statements about how the people should behave, and they fit together to form the moral code by which a society lives. So these are nothing but the set of instructions which are given by the particular organization or the community to maintain a channel of proper working, proper handling of each and every task of that organization. So while we are in this IT sector, we are dealing with the IT industry, that particular company may have formed some rules. Like if I say handling of mobile phones, you may have seen there are some notice boards that mobile phone is not allowed there. Okay, so why it is written over there? Because it is not ethical to use mobile phone over there. Yes, then some students say or some people say why it is so, why we follow the rules. We should follow the rules for the proper organization and management of work in that community or the group, because there are regions of working, different regions, like it may like there may be the privacy issues in that particular organization, because there is a camera in your phone. Okay, you can misuse the camera, the data can leak, you can take some different snapshots which are not legal for that particular organization. The set of beliefs about right and the wrong behavior within a society is known as ethics. So, what are ethics? These are the set of beliefs about right and wrong. So, if I say beliefs, a belief is a word which is given to us or which we understand that this is right and this is wrong. Okay, a belief is the thing which our heart says to us. It can be by our parents, which those who have said to us, or our teachers, or our elders, or our bosses. They have told us to do this or think like this. Okay, so that belief is maintained in our heart, and we follow that rule. Okay, so this is how we think what is right, and we make a judgment that we should follow this belief. These are standard set of rules which are hard rock written in our heart. Like we should follow traffic rules is set by each and everything. We If we don't follow them, there will be accidents. Okay, like this, there are basic rules of cleanliness in our society. They say not to litter everywhere. Okay, whatever you have eaten, you should take that wrapper or the packet in the dustbin, because to maintain that particular scenario, you should follow the particular rule. Okay, so this is a moral set of code we have to do, and it is very important in our life cycle, in our daily routine, to maintain the ethics. So the objectives of social ethics in information technology is the students should follow the ethics regarding the IT professionals to develop the software, and the IT users, how the users are accepting that particular software. The IT professionals are developing the software for a particular application. They are providing you some facility, but the IT users can take as a positive or negative. Like there are two sides of the coin. There are two types of use of a particular application. So you should follow the correct code. You should follow the correct way of using that particular application to provide the information. Like you should provide or give the information according to your requirement. You should also know what is computer and how the data is flowing from your side to the world, and how the internet crime can be done. You should share only those particular data which is required in online, like in social media content. Okay, then the next point is we have to deal with the student privacy on the network. This network is very large. You can see or access the network with your phone or laptop, but whenever you are uploading a photo, it is going worldwide. If you have taken the right decision, like if you think right, you will share only those data, that type of data which is morally right. You have to judge what is morally right thing and what is morally wrong or illegal. Okay, and what can be the misuse of that particular data. The next thing we have to deal in this subject is freedom of expression. Yes, of course, this subject provides us the information about how the data is shared on the internet, and you have the freedom to express your views, to say something, to give reviews, to tell something how to use a particular thing. So this is the freedom of expression. No one can like say to you, don't do that. You have to do that. You can do that, but do in a proper way. Okay. The next point is the use of intellectual property. Like if I say what is intellectual property, it is nothing but all the data which is specific to a particular person or the organization. If a person is sharing a profile, his or her profile, you have to use it properly. He has given you some rights, you can use or see the photos or videos of that particular organization or person. Like if there is a yoga institute, the yoga institute can share you the information about the exercises, but you should use it properly. You should not use it illegally, like for selling, for business, etc., etc. Next point is to provide the information of impact of information technology productivity. So this is like we have to control ourselves how we are using this particular area in our productivity, because internet is a vast source of information. It is you have to decide what is correct and how to use that information. For example, if a student is living in a particular village, if he or she wants to study this subject, he can download different PPTs, video lectures, PDFs, etc. for this subject and study well, and also can score well. But if he or she decides that I want to use the internet for entertainment only, then that is the waste of time. There is no productivity in that scenario. Okay, so this is all about the objectives of this subject, that is social ethics and information technology. Next, we are going to the course outcomes of this subject. So, as we are viewing this slide, there are four CO1, CO2, CO3, and CO4 outcomes. There are four outcomes, and it deals with first one is the definition and explanation concepts of the ethics in business world and applying it on the IT community. So that particular topic, that particular unit deals with the concepts of the ethics in the business world, how the business world is following the ethics, how the business world is requiring the particular application, and how to go to the particular IT section or IT company for the development of that application. And that particular IT community, if for example there are different companies who are there in the market to give applications according to the business needs, that IT company should develop some rules how that particular application will work, what is the limitation of that, and how we can control that application if some wrong is done or wrong thing is going to happen over there. So there should be some good admin control over there that we should do for the control of that particular application. The business sector is very big. There are different business applications like automotive, like food industry, like online shopping. Okay, you've seen the business is vast, like online ticket booking. The applications are requirement is very large. So it is the responsibility of the IT companies to develop those softwares which is required for them and fulfill them according to the requirement, maintain a particular set of rules of morals. Next is to discuss that cyber crimes and privacy laws. So as we have discussed before, that there is a scenario of cyber crimes in which some crimes are going to happen. Some crimes happen over the internet, like the crime of theft of money, like the crime of theft of information, like the crime of theft of or sharing of information for a particular business or political reasons like elections. Okay, so we heard this type of scenarios in newspapers, and some companies are in that process, they share or they sell that particular data. So that is cybercrime. And the privacy laws are those laws which are required to control that, if like a good or bad act. If it is a bad, the privacy law should be there to control it. Okay, so by that way we have to think and to develop those type of applications and scenarios which should be used to control the cyber crimes. Okay, the next point, that is CO3, is definition and understanding the freedom of expression. We know what is the freedom of expression. There are different social websites, there are different social platforms. We have seen like Instagram, like Facebook, okay, like LinkedIn. You can share your profile, you can share your reviews, you can share your views about a particular product, how to use a particular product. You can motivate different people by sharing your views, and also you can refer a particular person for a job. Okay, so this is the like application of this IT sector in like freedom of expression, like motivation, data management, and sharing your views to the people. That is also easily done in the IT industry with the help of IT applications, with the social media. We all know that like WhatsApp, we are sharing the information, we are greeting each other like this. So students, the next point, that is CO4, course outcome 4, is to interpret and classify the intellectual property issues, understanding the impact of IT on healthcare, work productivity, social networking, outsourcing, concepts of contingent workers. So this last course outcome is somewhat dealing with like developing the application for maintaining the intellectual property, like the profile and the data of a particular person should be kept intact, or it should be private. There should be no data loss, no theft of that data, no misuse of that data. Next is the use of IT in healthcare, how the different applications are developed to maintain the health of a particular person, like to check the heartbeat, to check the glucose level, and indicate the person about the health, so that he should take a proper decision for caring him or herself. Okay. Next is there are different applications for work productivity, like how much time we have like given to the application, how much time we have given to the social activity, how much time we have given for the exercise. So there are different applications which tell us about how the work productivity can be maintained. Next is social networking. There are different applications for social networking like Instagram, Facebook, etc. We daily give more than 5 to 6 hours over there. We are viewing others people, we are viewing their lives, we are getting motivation, how we should improve ourselves. So this is about the social networking. This is the next life, next type of life we okay we live apart from our daily routine, and definitely we're giving many more hours to this. So it should be good. It should be checked. It should be intact. There should be no privacy issue. There should be no crime on this social networking application. Okay. Next one is the outsourcing concept. Like we may have heard that the companies or the IT companies outsource the project development. So outsourcing is nothing but giving a particular team which is not inside the company, but that particular team will develop a product for that company. So this is nothing but outsourcing, and we hire different people for them, and there can be a team of freelancers, the people who do coding for the particular organization, and they are not attached to that company itself. Okay, so this is about the outsourcing of a particular project and how to hire different people if the project is big. Okay, the company hires different people apart from the like region, like they can hire a particular project team from US. Okay, we have heard that there are projects over the in different Western countries apart from India. Okay, so this is nothing but how the project is dealt with, how the project is completed using different type of teams. That team may be skilled on a different platform in a different language. Okay, so thank you, students. I'm going further. Next, the next slide is the syllabus. So in the slide, it is given there are 4 units, and we have seen all these particular topics, or we have dealt with some of the topics. Like in Unit 1, this is the basics and overview of the ethics. In Unit 2, it is dealing with the computer and the internet crime. And next unit, there's the privacy. It deals with the privacy issues like encryption of data, description of the data, then key issues of controlling, then workplace monitoring system, then there may be some scenarios of national security, defamation, hate speech, etc., etc. Next is unit number 4. It deals with the intellectual property. It deals with the copyright. It deals with the patent. Okay. It deals with the impact of IT on the health sectors. Excuse me. Then the importance of the software quality, software development process, quality management. So this syllabus consists of 4 units. It deals with different type of topics, starting from the basics till the intellectual property. So the next slide shown over here is it consists of the different type of books which we are studying, or which we can use in this subject. There are different set of test books, and there are different set of reference books. So there are 3 textbooks in this subject. The famous one is the Ethics in Information Technology by George Reynolds. While there are some list of reference books, you can also use them. Apart from this, you can use different internet resources for studying these concepts, because there are different general topics like privacy, like error handling, like privacy control, data management, which are easily available on the internet. So students, go through this slide. This is one of the important slide. You can see the number of books over here. Apart from this, you can also refer the internet. So the last slide is a thank you slide. So thank you students for being with me all this session. I have given you some good information about this subject, that is social ethics and information technology, dealing with the fourth semester students in the computer technology department. So thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you.